All right. This is another deck that I play like off stream, and when I'm trying to complete a quest, it's like blue and red kind of thing in historic best of one. Another deck you probably can't play in best of three because sideboards are really not going to have a hard time dealing with Arclight Phoenix. This is one of my favorite cards. I just like this. It feels bad to lose to it when it does the thing. But in historic, there are so many decks that just don't even care about this, that you're really only playing this to either complete quests or you just enjoy Arclight Phoenix. This strategy used to be pretty good in Magic Arena, at least, but I don't think so anymore. I've probably seen it once or twice in the past 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer. But it's a 4-mana 3/2 with flying and haste. At the beginning of combat, if you've cast 3 or more spells, it just comes out of your graveyard. So you want to get them to the graveyard, and then you want to cast a bunch of spells, ideally spells that cost 1, so you can very easily cast 3. And more ideally, those spells can trip, so you can find more spells to cast. Otherwise, your starting 7 isn't going to be enough. You have a unique card here that is not on paper, so it's one of those fancy, impossible Hearthstone cards. You find Arclight Phoenix always with this, and the other card it finds, not as big of a deal really ever. But it finds Arclight Phoenix every time. It's the only thing it can find. There's probably some other kind of thing to do with this, at least maybe at mana value 2, but I don't really know. And if you don't discard the Arclight Phoenix on your own, this just discards it for you. So it finds it and also puts it to the graveyard. It's like a Buried Alive, I guess, maybe is a way to look at it. Or whatever that 2 mana Buried Alive is, which you search for a non-legendary and put it to your graveyard. It's kind of like that. You don't discard it for a while, though, but with things like Faithless Looting, or even this thing, this is another card that's just Hearthstone only. You can just discard Arclight Phoenix in your hand to find another. So you could put one in your hand with this, and then you can discard it to this. I have never seen, ever, these cards played with this. I don't know if it's the best thing to do with Arclight Phoenix. The most recent thing I can think of worth running is Ponder. I don't believe... Yeah, we can't play Preordain, but we did get Ponder, which is rather surprising. This is probably the best card in the deck. Next to this, these are probably the best two here. DRC has been in here for a minute. It doesn't really get Delirium that much. At least I don't think it does. I'm trying to think. No, it really doesn't that much, but it can. It can, especially with Faceless Looting. It's really not too difficult. Another thing that's interesting is the Ring Tempting. I'm doing that thing where I just part everything. These tempt, and on the, what is it, the second one? Yeah, the second one is the ideal one. You draw and discard, which means you can discard Arclight Phoenix to this. These two cards are perfectly reasonable to play. I just like them. I think they're solid. A shock is fine even at sorcery speed. And 1 mana draw card. They just both activate, trigger Arclight Phoenix and all that jazz. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's really all it is. You're trying to get these out. Between these cards, it feels somewhat consistent. I don't necessarily always have these like windows of 3 games in a row where I don't find one. But when you do, this deck really doesn't do too much outside of finding this card. And again, in historic best of one, this is not really that great, I feel. Sometimes you get some pretty interesting games, but a lot of the time you're getting trampled by the combo decks and even elves. Elves are just going to get you. So, but yeah, don't worry. I won't show you all of those. I'll only show you the times where it's really good. Yeah, that's how I operate. So there you go. Let's try this. I'm actually going to try Treasure Cruise. I'm going to try Treasure Cruise. I don't remember why I use this sleeve. Temple Garden. Yeah, just gonna shock myself. Another pot. Man, it's just nice to always have those. I'm not gonna shuffle. All of these are fine. Oh. I don't believe I'm even going to cast Faithless Looting. I like every card I'm seeing. What's the next one? A land? Okay. That steals Arclight Phoenixes. It probably is going to steal an Arclight Phoenix. It didn't steal the top 2 cards. I want to get rid of that land on top. I think I'm just going to ponder again. As one does. Get rid of that. Another DRC and a consider. Yep. Kind of the almost exact same scenario as last time. So I'm hoping this is an Arclight Phoenix. Because every other card is just value. But I also kind of hope it isn't. I wish I kind of knew what it was. It's a bit annoying. Alright. 2 DRCs and I guess spell-slingy nonsense is too much to pass. But these were not delirious. What did I need? I had land sorcery. I could get an instant. And they're probably not going to flip for a while. But I guess they just couldn't keep up with this. I think that's fine. Oh, beautiful. Love it. Love it as much as I do. So, always shocking. There's just no getting around that. Could play DRC. I think I'll just set this up. Hopefully the one... Oh, it isn't. I was hoping this was a relevant spell or something. Honestly, even like a burn... Yeah, there's a lot of spells I really wish I hit. Even a cantrip would have been decent. What the heck does that do? Okay, it picks up your discard spell. But you don't want to cast it. Didn't you see the first Phoenix? You don't want to make this deck discard, right? I mean, I lose 2 life. Alright, well, I mean, is what it is. Okay. Damage is racking up. Let's play... this. Another DRC, a little late to the party. That's okay. Let's wipe out the... this thing? I want that. Okay, next turn, I have 3 Phoenixes. I'm at 9. What does that one do? Makes you lose a creature? Okay. Alright, I need this to be something. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a reason to not play Treasure Cruise. You can't find it. You can't guarantee your... I didn't even think of that. You can't guarantee your thing. Cannot guarantee Arclight Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Bruh. Well. Might as well play the one I'm going to discard. Yikes. I mean, even getting treasure cruise, I hope I find something there. I only needed one spell. That's absolutely worth going for. Tremendous amount of things kill me. Tremendous amount of things kill me here. Don't think there's any reason to cast this. Gonna look for lethal. Which I think is possible. Ooh, another treasure cruise. Oh, yeah. So, yes. DRC's 3-1 status doesn't matter. One, two. Consider is... I'd rather just... Ugh. Ugh. Okay, boop boop. Swing. Sack this, gain life equal to your speed. Each opponent sacks discard. Okay. That doesn't matter. It would not have mattered because they gain 3 life off the enchantment they hold. So that didn't matter. There's no reason to go to 1. My hand, playing this doesn't matter. So it's really just their top deck. Okay. So we win, right? Double shock. Yep. They can gain 3, they go to 7. I guess I swing first. We can just do other random stuff, I suppose, until then. Get a new ring bearer. I think there was a turn, I'm not gonna lie. I think I missed an opportunity to get the Phoenixes out a turn earlier. I think I did. I might have got confused with my, artillery enthusiast. I'm not 100% sure. I can't quite remember exactly. Well, that's kind of... Alright, I'll min-max it, but I'm pretty sure they're just dead on board. Pretty sure they're dead on board. Yep, they go to 10. Doesn't matter. That's the entire ring, by the way. So they lose 3 life when I bop them. Yeah, they lose 3 life from the Phoenix hit because of the ring bearing, which is nice. Yeah, I think there was a turn where I was a turn too late or turn too slow on doing this, where I could have and didn't with the birthday escape. I could be wrong. It might have been my second spell, and I was looking for my third, and I went for the artillery instead because I didn't find it. I'm not sure. I can't remember the sequence of the turn. But yeah, actually, I think I was talking about this just a second ago. Treasure Cruise is probably really good, except it gets in the way of Perilous, because Perilous can find Treasure Cruise instead of Arclight Phoenix. I really don't know if that's good or bad. It's hard to tell. And then there's a balancing act of how much do I exile, or delve, I guess, for DRC specifically. That's an interesting balancing act. Maybe you're supposed to only have one Treasure Cruise? Lower the chances of it, but like the first one is never terrible or something? I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep playing. Ooh, beautiful. Land, please. Come on. Oh, come on. It hit land every time. It's been hitting lands all the time. Come on. Also, it hit the other Treasure Cruise instead of the one of the other Arclight Phoenixes. 1 and 4. Wait, what? 6 cards. Okay. That's interesting. I must admit. Do I play DRC? I lose it if I don't. I think it's too important. Well, I drew Ponder. I drew Ponder. Get rid of you and one of these. Okay, Ponder. Come on. You got one job, buddy. What? Oh, my... Shuffle, please. Oh, that's so dumb. I saw Faithless Looting card for the turn and a Ponder. Shuffle. Not a single land. That's so many looks. That's so many looks. That's ridiculous. Oh, thanks. Just in time. If I had that last turn, we'd be big chillin'. Oh, we'd be chillin' so hard. Okay. Okay. I might as well do this. You know what? I should have looked for Lightning Axe instead. I should have looked for Lightning Axe, yeah. Should have looked for Lightning Axe. Could have got another Phoenix in play, potentially. Okay. Didn't hit it. Another... The first one is what I meant. This actually kills Arclight Phoenixes. It is a trade, but it does kill it. Okay, another random 2/2. Oh, okay. I'm dying to like draft rare or draft common haste nonsense here. Not a good sign. To be fair, it was all about that one turn. That's all it was. It was all in on that one turn, yep. Okay. If I hit a land, I'm chilling. Arclight Phoenixes are going. We're good. DRC's in play. We're good. Blue-red. So they gain slightly more life than they otherwise would, and then they have a big boon when they have enough life. Okay. I've seen a lot of interesting things today that I don't normally see. Let's start with Ponder. That can go. Something interesting. This is good, the other two aren't. Can mill and then tempt. This is actually fine, right? Mill. Tempt. Swing. That's fine. That's fine. Not upset with that. Please don't have an Ajani's Pride, mate. And just if you gained and lost life, make a bat. Pay 2 units. Alright. Interesting card. Let's cast you. Really? Okay, that is another Phoenix. So I think we're just big chillin'. Let's get rid of you and I guess a land. Let's get rid of Shivan Reef, because I'm not going to cast more spells past this iteration here. I don't want that. Man, these treasure cruises. Oof. I mean, to be fair, it was a 2 versus a 3 outcome this time, but still. Man. These treasure cruises have actually been a nightmare. Maybe they just don't work. Maybe they just don't work. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting unlucky. Maybe it really genuinely should just play one of them. They didn't swing. I don't think these bats are a problem until they have, what is it, 27 life? Let's see here. Man, that's just so irritating. Alright. Again, DRC stats don't matter, especially with the bat in play. It just doesn't matter. Like, I'm never gonna... Oh, not that. I'm never gonna swing with the, DRC anyways. It's just not gonna happen. How many Arclight Phoenix? We have 1. I can't find another. Oh, man. This is not working out at all. Kind of a nightmare. Get rid of those 2. Play this Ponder. This is so bad. Okay, there's one. I mean, it's a little too late. What if I did this? Draw, draw. What about like that? No, not like this. Did I play a land already? I didn't. Let's play this tapped. And I guess I'm swinging with this. Because I want my opponent to not be at 27. As long as possible. What are the next 2 cards? Okay. Okay. That's an interesting card to see. It's an interesting card to see here. I don't know if I can let it make me lose 2 life. I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, I have to, because I want to, really want to do stuff that involve this card. To discard 2 of these. And then Lightning Axe. Let's see what's here. Do I want to keep this? Actually, I think I actually do. I think I actually do. Yeah. It's a lot of ugly surveilling, but it is what it is. Let's cast Ponder. Another Enthusiast. No. These are all fine, but they're not lands. Do I need more mana? Not necessarily. Tempting the One Ring at this point has value. I think I'm just still going to shuffle. I think I'm just going to shuffle. Alright, there's no 27 life this game. And I'm at 9. They can make a few flyers? Is it just 1? Gain? Yeah, it's just 1. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. That has to take a Phoenix, right? Yeah. Or it should take a Phoenix. There's 1 more Phoenix in the deck. 1 more Phoenix in the deck. They're going to make it a second bat. Do they swing with the bat? They do not swing with the bat. Okay. So I think this hits. This has a chance to hit a treasure cruise. I think it's like a 50-50. I think. Okay. Let's cast this. I only have 22 cards left. I'll keep that. Let's get rid of you and Enthusiast. Let's play this on Vanguard. Stats I don't want to deal with at some point. I think I keep every card now. Do that. This has to swing. Something I can do about it. Might as well cast the Ponder. All of these are fine. have to swing with everything. Suppose I won't swing with that. Wait, what? Is that worth it? I feel like chump blocking them is better. Because you never permanently remove a Phoenix at this point. I feel like I'm going to chump block them. I mean, at least kill the DRC, right? Doesn't that make sense? Maybe not. They take the lightning axe? Don't you take the one ring tempt? Becomes a creature. No, alright, that's fine. Okay. So, DRC. Looking for... Actually, not even sure. Something that immediately kills this Pat. Like that. My opponent got rid of the first one, so it must mean the second one was good. Too few cards to just let loose here, I feel. Oh! I missed 3 damage. Oh, why am I like this? Oh, why am I like this? Oh my goodness, why am I like this? Did I just throw damage? Did I just miss lethal? Why am I so bad at the game? I didn't. I didn't miss lethal. I didn't. Don't listen to me. I did not. Oh, the arena! The arena! I completely forgot about the arena. That's so fun. I totally forgot about the Phyrexian arena. Oh look, another combo deck that doesn't care what you're doing, ever. That's always fun. Why is there Spell Pierce? Wait, what? Wait, what? What's happening? Blue, red. Okay. I wonder if I should... No, I don't like Otherworldly Gaze. Alright, Phoenix, please. 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 Thank you. I will discard... that. Right? Yeah. Could have discarded the land, honestly. That way, Enthusiast is a good draw. Not playing to my outs. Okay, I don't like EI, if anyone was curious. I do not like this card. I would not put it in there. If anyone was curious. Another Consider. Alright, so far it's been only cantrips and Spell Pierce. No idea what that means. But we're all going to find out together. Or we won't. I did find an Enthusiast. Thankfully I found an Arclight Phoenix, so my words weren't max punished here. Gonna do the thing. Get rid of that one, find a new one. I'm going to play this land tapped, because I'm not going to cast more spells until I have 3 for the Phoenixes. I've not seen... Oh, I guess we have seen a red card, to be fair. Alright, cantrip, Spell Pierce. This looks like a Delve card? Is that what's going on? No, they're just doing this now. They could have done another upkeep. They also auto-tapped 2 blue. Probably an island in hand. Deals 2 mountains, but keeps a 3rd card. Still completely in the dark at what's going on. Is there a spell that deals face damage equals to your graveyard spells or something? Like you mill 20 Dome your opponent for 20. So it looks like a treasure cruise, though. It is. Okay, so now I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Absolutely no idea. I mean, the cards I've seen make up for, like, what, 40% of my opponent's deck? So I'm really not sure what's going on. Let's see if Consider makes this easy. It does. It does. DRC is castable. And then I can Ranger's Spaghetti Brand. Actually, maybe I should keep this in case something goes awry. There's got to be something fancy going on. I mean, they only have basics. Only basics. Which is probably very easy with a deck that's 25 cantrips. I mean, my deck is 25 cantrips. Maybe I could take a lesson out of this. I still don't know what's going on, though. Oh! Oh! I swear I haven't seen an Arclight Phoenix player in 4 years, maybe longer. I have not seen Arclight Phoenix. That is insane. That is insane. I play this deck all the time to complete quests, like blue-red quests. That's what I use. Wow, alright. I hit the record button, and then I guess the universe said, alright, bet. That's crazy. Otherworldly Gaze is interesting. I don't really agree with the EIs, though. They have multiple treasure cruises. There is no green mana for Perilous Iteration, though. These are very different lists. So far, I kind of prefer mine. I do like the healthy mana base of not taking 26 damage, but still. I feel like EI is incredibly slow in this universe here. Let's discard. They can't possibly one-shot me. They just can't do that. What was on top? It was a DRC? I don't even know what it was. Alright. Okay, I guess my opponent's just over it. Oh, they're over it because they're dead. Of course. That would be a reason to be over it. As one would be. When met with lethal damage, they would be dead. I thought I only had 2 Phoenixes, which is also lethal anyways, so don't listen to me. Okay. This seemed like you have nothing but 4 Phoenixes, and there doesn't seem to be a way to find them. Spell Pierce is crazy, too. Yeah, I don't think counter spells are super... I just can't... I really cannot believe I just played against an Arclight Phoenix player. I have not seen this card outside of my own deck in well over 3 years. That is just nuts. That is nuts. At the back of my mind, I was like, this could be one. And it was. Really cool. But anyways, so they don't have... Again, when I play it, or before, you know, when I saw it a few times beyond 3 years ago, nobody played this. Well, I don't think this was specifically around in 3 years, but by the time stuff like this showed up, Arclight Phoenix was just out of people's radar. Like, you just didn't see it anymore by the time it showed up. But this just made me think Arclight Phoenix. Same with this one. The Perilous, whatchamacallit, the Artillerist thing. I don't know how I feel about... Strangle is cool. Strangle's cool. No DRC. What did they exile here? Lands. How many cards did they see? 30? They saw more cards than I did. They cast a Treasure Cruise. Huh. It seems a little... See, EI, you put it to your hand because you can't put it to the bottom, and you can't exile it. That's why I don't really like EI. If you see a Phoenix, you just have to take it. You can't exile it, and you can't put it to the bottom, because that wouldn't make any sense. So, like, the card you always find if it hits it is Phoenix. And I guess it's fine in your hand. You always have ways to discard it, ideally. But still, though, we didn't even see a Faithless Looting. We didn't even see a Faithless Looting. Huh. Interesting. Otherworldly Gaze is maybe the one I could kind of consider. And I'm still not super big on this one. I'm really not. I only see this in, like, degen combo decks, which is honestly what I thought this was upon them casting it, because it's usually what it is. But, wow. Huh. Alright. Very interesting. Love to see it. But another draw. A lot. Oof. Not great. It's not the worst in a deck like this, though. It really isn't the worst. This is not Historic Brawl, so... It's not like you just lost immediately, because your opponent played later Elves on turn 1. Oh, Clerics. Or something clerical? Is that a word? It is now. Clinical? Ponder? No. Ponder? Yeah. Had to think about it. Thought about it. Thinking is over. Oh no, thinking's back. What do I do? Like this? Draw? No, like this. Draw that now, draw this, draw. Yep. So, boop. And a glide. Alright, I did it right. We did it. Literally unthrowing. I draw this, and then I surveil away the thing. What does that do? Can't more than one non-Phyrexian... Each player can't cast more than one... Huh? It Sparted me? Okay, so I can only cast one spell. That does mean I can't, like, get my Arclight Phoenixes back. Like, ever. So... Little... Like, I just can't cast a spell, right? I play this tap. Yeah. Alright, so I have to find, like, Lightning Axe? I think Lightning Axe is my only out. I could have actually kept this and just hard cast it. Oh, I didn't see the pivot. I did not see the pivot. Oh, I can cast on their turn. Get wrecked. They can take this. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't cast the cards off it. It literally doesn't matter. I'll just take anything. They're just going to take this anyways, probably. But I mean, I can't cast the cards off it, so... Is it that threatening to my opponent? Okay, there's a Gix. Alright, well, the 3/3 Brigade is here. Let's get rid of, yeah. Which one do I cast? Well, this is the only one that makes sense to me. Oh, I found it. I actually found it. So I can kill this. But then I don't have anything. Oh, come on. Ugh, these mythic rares. These $400 mythics, dude, I swear. Well, that's a free discard of fruit mill. Can they draw too? They can. It is a May clause, right? Is it a May clause? No, who cares? Readings for other people. Never seen this card in my life, but here it is doing things. I have to swing. Loot away. 3 for 6, 3. That thing. So to take 3. They cannot pay 2 life. They can't pay 2 life. Oh, come on. Oh, that's so gross. Oh, no. There goes the window for that, right? This is 3. Yeah. If they drew 2, I think we were chilling. Well, I mean, you might as well swing a bow. That doesn't, yeah. Let's do this. Enthusiast. Does that change anything? Nope. Does that change? Nope. Okay, they didn't pay 2 anyways, so it looks like I was screwed anyways. Alright. I think I would have won this if I was just casting Phoenixes. I think I won this game. Like, let's see, last turn, or rather 20 turns ago when I could have cast one, and they couldn't have Can I please look, game? Thank you. Yeah, I think if I cast this... No, that one was gone already, right? Was it gone? I think it was. The one I kept on top from the ponder. If I just kept it and cast it, they can't swing at me, right? And I'm just hiding behind it while I bop them for 3. And that lightning axe kills the shield druid. I can also pivot into simply attacking. Yeah, I think because they're at 9 right now, I think there's a really good chance I just won this if I saw the pivot and just started casting them full retail. Oh well, didn't pivot. Let's see here. I keep expecting to see a commander in the matchup screen, and there just isn't one. Okay, interesting. No green mana, but we don't have our 1 green card. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Man, people are way more friendly. Look at that. Don't have it. Okay. No 1 mana removal spell. Actually, wouldn't be the end of the world, really. I'm sorry, what is this? Why am I seeing a bunch of crazy stuff right now? Sacrifice another creature. Okay, so... we have at least 1 card to discard. What if I could get this going right now? Do I get rid of a land here? I do. I mean, my whole hand is opportunities to find more mana. Do I cast Ponder? Yeah. That is another land. Okay, that's that, but I don't have a green thing for it. Green mana. No words. No swingies. Probably just get rid of this. Oh, that's a flyer. Oh, that's a flyer. Okay. Panda. Don't have anything for that. These two are... what if I went like that? Take this... okay, so decline. Panda. Get rid of that. Oof. Okay, now we shuffle. Oof. Consider? Can technically find a Phoenix. Okay, I found that. Was that is that my first instant? Oh, it was. It was my first instant. Alright, tragic. Alright, well, I mean... sure. They should always block, you know? Which I wish they didn't, but... is what it is. Oh, they just have nothing? Rip. I smell weakness. I'll shock myself. I would not have been too upset with a... treasure cruise. Alright. 2-turn clock. Alright, we did it. I think they got mana screwed there. But let's say they played a land every turn. I'm just... with 2 Phoenixes with the ability to... oh, hey. I'm no longer bronze. 2 Phoenixes with the ability to come back probably at least 2 turns in a row at this point. Well, it really depends what I find, but... it's very easy. I mean, I have these 2, right? Like, it's so easy, and this, to get these back over and over. Okay, I'll just keep this because of Ponder. Phoenix? No, shuffle. Oh, Phoenix. So 2 Phoenixes. Please play the generic 3-drop they always play. Ah, they didn't play it. I think I have to kill this. It's about the same exact thing anyways. Yeah, I have to kill this. It's basically the same thing. So, discard. Ponder? Well, I mean, of course. How do you do? Do you how do? Don't really care about this War Master. Another Lightning Axe? Nah, I'm going to shuffle that. I can swing with this. It doesn't really make any new breakpoints, but I guess I'll swing with it. Alright, well, they don't really do anything to stop Arclight Phoenix. They also don't have Collected Company. Look at that, world first. World first. Let's go to combat before we don't go to combat. Let's get rid of you. They didn't block the one! They put themselves dead on board. To the sky. They didn't block the one. Okay, well I'm just going to do nothing. Okay, this can't possibly save them. Yeah. There's no string of elves or anything that does anything. Alright, get wrecked. We did it. We did it. All it took was a bunch of shocks on a ton of explosive mana. If I killed the Elvish Mystic, they actually couldn't have done that either. Okay, definitely a shorter video. It's out of schedule, so just thought I'd upload something that I found interesting. People really liked the Phyrexian Unlife deck, so I thought I'd try something else again in the same format. But this is vastly inferior to the Unlife combo. The Unlife combo, even without the Phyrexian, the Surgical Extractions, can still just beat Graveyard Degeneracy combo stuff. This just can't. The turn 2 or turn 3 Herp Derp combo graveyard stuff is just going to hose you. It just is. You're not fast enough. You know, the entire point of that deck is to win really quick, and if you don't win really quick, you just move on to the next game really quick. This has some setup it's asking for. I think the first Treasure Cruise is worth it. Now that I've played with it a little bit, I really do. I like this a lot. It doesn't feel awful if it's the first thing that this hits instead of a Phoenix. Usually. And it certainly isn't bad if it's beyond the first, like second, third, or fourth one. If it hits it, you're just totally fine. I am realizing I don't care too much about my graveyard for DRC. If I really need to swing with it, I can probably just not cast this, or, you know, if I find myself in a precarious situation where my graveyard is too crucial to ever exile, I can do something about that. But beyond the Reanimator spam nonsense, there's also Kozilek's Command. It's not Kolaghan's Command, right? Yeah, Kozilek's Command. Kozilek's Command just exiles your graveyard because for some reason that card does everything and it's colorless. So it's weird. Kozilek's Command does like more. I think it's more than 2 things. Yeah, it's like more than 3 things. Really, everything on that card does something that colorless decks didn't really have access to before, right? It draws a card. It's kind of a cantrip, right? It's the top X, put one in your hand or whatever. And then it has a removal thing attached to it, and graveyard attached to it, and a ton of mana ramp attached to it. Like, it's really insane the amount of things it does that aren't found anywhere else in colorless. And I think it's a cool card. It just really is unfortunate that it hoses this completely, right? The colorless strategy is just too fast anyways, I feel, to play this. So it probably doesn't matter. But it does definitely feel bad when they Kozilek's Command 3 of your Arclight Phoenixes out of your graveyard. And there's really nothing you can do about that at all. I, again, am not interested in running Spell Pierces that do nothing against the flood of, like, elf decks out there. I just don't think Spell Pierce is particularly interesting here. Maybe in non-ranked, where almost everyone's just trying to play some dumb scam thing and win really fast to just move on and get their wins for the day. But in ranked, I don't know if I like Spell Pierce. I just don't feel like I do. EI, another card that could maybe just replace this card altogether. If you were going to run EI, you're probably running it in this spot. And this is a demonic tutor for this, right? Especially if you refuse to play Treasure Cruise, which I really wouldn't blame you. But if you just don't play this card, it's basically Demonic Tutor for Arclight Phoenix. EI is not, especially how EI has to put this to your hand. You can't put it at the bottom, you can't exile it. I just don't like EI. I haven't been a fan of EI in a long time. You know what, I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't a fan of EI before it was even banned. I think it got banned in Modern. Maybe it's still, or is it Legacy? One of the two. Wherever it got banned in one of those two formats, which I watched so much of, you'd think I'd know off the top of my head. But I was like kind of surprised it got banned. It was like a value engine and every deck was running it, so it's like too generically good, I suppose, or something. But I just wasn't really a fan of it. Maybe I just don't like how it reads and how it plays. But that being said, Ponder as a cantrip is amazing, right? This is probably the best card, the best blue card. This card is just absolutely amazing. I mean, you could say Treasure Cruise is, but in this deck, it probably isn't the best. Ponder's just amazing. This really just catapulted my desire to play this deck again, was Ponder showing up in, what is that, the Spider-Man set? I don't know if it's a special guest thing or whatever, but Ponder is huge, huge. You can just play less lands. You can play less lands when you have Ponder in your deck. You really can. You can keep one land hands if you have a Ponder. The whole deck is basically one-drops. You're not really ever looking to cast this, or at least hard cast it. So I am a huge fan of this. This card really just gives you the ability to try this again, but like, it's just too slow. The colorless strategies out there kind of are faster than you, and they just start playing things that ignore everything you're doing. Even before you get to do the thing that they're trying to ignore. You can hose elves with a bunch of burn spells, right? You just stop the fast mana and then just fly over their head and they can't do anything, which is funny. And then there's all the other things in between that I suppose are up in the air. I did actually see another Arclight Phoenix deck. I mean, I rambled at the end of that game a bunch, so I won't do it here again. But that was really cool. It was really cool. It's exciting to see someone else try it. I cannot believe I saw another person doing this. I can't believe that. That's insane. I hit record, and I guess the Magic gods just decided that I was going to see the only other Arclight Phoenix player on Arena. Oh, man. It was, it's a telltale sign that we're both in bronze, or were at the time the game was played. DRC is just awesome. I love the surveil spam. Again, hosing my own graveyard because of this isn't... I don't know. This does actually add up in damage. It really does. Like, at least it can. This 1/2 is awesome. I'm just a big fan of these cards right here. Like, I don't normally like these alchemy, not real on paper cards, but these two, they're not doing anything busted, you know? Just consistency for a cool card is you get a pass in my book. I've never seen, and probably never will, see something completely egregious that these cards enable, like some other kind of combo deck. The combo decks that exist right now in this format don't need these, right? So I like them. But yeah, kind of a shorter video. So that's it. Let me know if you have ideas to make Arclight Phoenix better or more viable. I've put a lot of time into this strategy where, again, I don't really see anyone else doing anything like this, but that doesn't mean there's, I can't know everything. I'm sure someone has some kind of idea. Maybe the Treasure Cruise is completely wrong. Maybe there's something else to do. Maybe the mana base could be a little bit more efficient, or just abandon the green altogether, or something like that. I don't know, but let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.